Hi everybody, welcome back to Artist Corner. I am back with some more favorites, things I've been obsessing over and that I've been enjoying, and I can't wait to share with you guys everything that I've been doing. I'm also going to be including my art this time. I think it's really funny that I called this Artist Corner and then I just didn't, I shared artists last time with you guys that I was like a fan of, but I didn't share any of my own stuff. So now I have my stuff. I have a few recordings, pictures to share with you guys, but first we are going to start with music, because quite honestly music is my favorite thing in the world, but it always has to come first in the favorites. It's the longest list every time. Yeah, we're gonna start with music. I have my monitor right off camera here, so if you see me going like that, I'm just looking at my list, okay? I'm not tweaking, as the kids say. So the first album I want to talk about is Coming Real With It by Shawty, Pimp, and Red Dog. And I know I don't look like the type of person that would really be vibing with this, but I really like Solange. Solange's last project, When I Get Home, was really inspired by like deep south, like Memphis like music and just the chop screw type of vibe, and I really wanted to dive into that like genre a little bit more. I'm really drawn to that sound. When I found this album and I just kept listening to it, and some of the samples on this thing, like Roy Ayers, like just has his own like flair with it. If I'm just locking in on like creating something, like I'll just throw this on and it's just like, it's a fucking vibe. My favorite song from that project would probably be Play No Playa, I think it's called. It's just very good. It's good on like a summer day, on a drive or something. Not like I would know what driving is like, because I don't have a license. You know, and we're still learning about each other. You know, you're learning about me, you're learning I can't drive, but you know, I could do lots of other things. Like walking. I'm clearing my name, like y'all are not attacking me. I'm just like really, maybe I'm just like tired of being bullied subconsciously about not being able to drive, so I just had to lay it out for y'all. Irrelevant. But back to the music. Another album I wanted to give a little shout out to is called Haunted Disc by DJ Suzy. She is a artist from the UK, I believe. And she kind of reminds me of Pink Pantheress a little bit, except not like the kind of like poppy, like high-pitched kind of voice. It's more of like a like raspier, like more R&B sounding vocals. She gets down with jazz, like drum and bass, a little bit of pop, a little bit of R&B. Favorite song from that would either be Aqua, Every Time You Come Around, or Digital Girl. Just some single songs that I just wanted to shout out. See Nova by DJ Black Power. I also wanted to give a shout out to the song I Can Only Whisper by Charlotte Day Wilson, featuring Bad Bad Not Good. I can only whisper. Going to show some clips of my art. I've been painting and drawing for I don't even know how long, like my whole entire life. If you guys want a video about my art journey, I could totally do that. Maybe do a sketchbook tour, and just talk about my journey, you know, and just flip through some pages for you guys. But I'm just gonna go briefly over like my past. I went to art school. I have a bachelor's in painting. I have a minor's in art history. I'm really a huge fan of anime, and so I combine a lot of that with my art. And right now in my art journey, I'm trying to pursue a few different avenues of making money and, you know, just like pursuing a creative career. I also am interested in curating, so I've worked at art museums, you know, here and there. I'm currently about to be working with an art museum right now, and I'm really excited about that. I also am going to be doing a vending event next month, so that'll probably be a part of what my favorites for June, and I can share with you guys that experience. But yeah, I'm gonna be painting on clothes, working on a small book zine to be selling there as well, and some of my jewelry that I make. So I'm really excited about that. I also do tattooing. I challenged myself to draw for all 30 days of May, and I would say I got to the halfway point, and then I realized that I had other things going on that would really take away from my time for tattooing every single day, including this vending event coming up. I just really want to make sure that I have everything ready for that, so that's been kind of eating up my time a little bit. But in place of tattooing after that halfway point, I started working on my tattoo portfolio so that I can get a tattoo apprenticeship in the future. So shifted from tattooing, started doing watercolor, making artist copies. I have like a few pieces done. A lot of them are from my favorite artist, Takeshi Obata. I feel like I mentioned him last month, but he's my favorite again. Like, what can I say? Like, look at his work. Like, that's all my gallery on my phone is, just like all of his work and just me in awe of everything that he does. And I did a lot of my copies based off of his work because I think it shows, you know, color, contrast, ink and line art, and I just think it's a really great way to show my skills and just to be excited about it because I'm recreating something that I love. And now we're gonna move on to YouTube. For YouTube, I don't really have too many favorites. I kind of just like watch the same people and just like, it's my comfort zone. But I did notice that I had a real kick with this very specific niche thing. Baby fat fashion fall 2002 runway video. It just features like the peak of this brand. Baby Fat was a brand that was huge in the 2000s by Kimora Lee Simmons. She was the wife of a relevant man, insert a relevant man, I'm kidding, Russell Simmons. But she, you know, launched her own project. Russell Lee had Fat Farm, and then she was like, I kind of want to do this myself, but better than you. So she made Baby Fat, and it was just like the coolest thing ever. And I was not like of age when that brand was around at the time, so I'm kind of just having my kick. In addition to the runway video, I also started watching her TV show that she had in 2007. It's called Kimora Life in the Fab Lane, and it's just basically like you're following like the peak of her career, like running her brand, doing modeling, doing projects for her daughters, like raising a family, husband after husband, like girl boss, bus club, another club. And she's, you know, really inspiring. I don't know if I would be her friend if I knew her just based off of the show, but you know how they be playing up theatrics, especially on like VH1 and shit. Like, I get it, it's a reality show, but at the end of the day I can't help but still love her because she's just always striving for the best. Like, everything has to be fabulous, and she knows exactly what she wants, and she's just can do it all, and she holds everyone around her to the same standard. And that I can imagine how like inspiring she could be as somebody to work with in the creative industry. I just love her work ethic, and just is like, yeah, this is what I'm doing and I know it's good, and I'm like, hell yeah. Another YouTube video I want to mention is the Slushy Noobs. If you guys don't know them, they're like gamers, but they have this one video from a few years ago, or I think a year ago, where they go to Comic-Con and they're on shrooms, and it's just like this crazy journey of them like at a convention and tripping balls, and it's just like hilarious. It's just like my favorite video ever, but their channel alone is just like great. But that video, it's in the archives for sure. For my last honorable mention on YouTube, MTV's series Downtown. In 1999, MTV had a series called Downtown, and I was not, you know, of age to watch that show or even be interested, but I saw it was free on YouTube recently and I started getting into it. I haven't finished it yet, but I already love it. It's like one season, 13 episodes, really great, and I love it, and the soundtracks are really good. Okay, now we're in philosophy and spirituality. I wasn't reading too many books this month I've been like really busy doing more like drawing and creating this month. Mostly I'll just like watch a YouTube video or I use images. Here's a video. It kind of counts for YouTube, but it's more philosophical sense kind of vibe. But the video Putting Love at the Center of Your Life by Josephine here on YouTube. She self-development, personal growth, become more meaningful when it comes from a place of love and not discipline. I think that my generation, you know, as we're like navigating this crazy world, we really want to like lock into our passions, which is so beautiful and amazing. But if it's coming from a place of lack, it's just going to stress you out even more, and I find myself in that situation. So I'm really just trying to replace this like hostility of negative energy that I feel towards my passions into something more fulfilling and more positive, and coming from a place of genuine care for myself and understanding like this is like by principle, like going to the gym or eating right is better for me, instead of being like, well, I need to lose weight, or I need to do this, or I'm not there yet, so I need to do this. It's like, no, girl, you get to go to the gym, you get to eat better, you get to drink more water today. Like, just becoming more grateful, because we are very, even though life sucks, we are still very privileged compared to so many people in this world, and it just doesn't make sense really to come from a place of lack, because it's like, actually there's abundance around you, mama, like abundance behind you, mama. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep going. Discipline without love turns into punishment is the quote that I got from her video, that I was like, girl, you ate that. And then also a lot of my philosophical like discoveries, or like things that just help me just be in a more like stable place, come from Pinterest. I see you and I love you, and yeah, I just find like shit on there that I really resonate with, and I'll just put some up here so you guys kind of see like what I like gravitate towards. I don't want it to get too personal. I even make my own post on Pinterest to like more like cater to like what I'm looking for or what I'm seeking for in my life, just to make it more personal, because Pinterest can just be this blanket kind of thing. It's very algorithmic, and that can kind of prevent you from really getting clarity on exactly what you want to manifest or bring into your life. I don't really have much for the category of food. I did do food last time, which was really fun, but I did want to talk about the idea of food and just like how amazing food is, and the way that it just like, it's like your source of energy every day. You have to think about it every day. And then just like food in the way that it just, the act of cooking for yourself is love. The act of cooking for others, your family cooking for you, going to a cookout, like it's community, it's activity. And even just like food from, you know, like, oh, your favorite food like probably came from a memory, and that just like ignites positivity and just like joy into your life. And food is very transformative, you know, like food is everything actually. And I think it's really underrated. I think food is somehow underrated, and not in the sense of like, you know, I know there's a lot of people posting on TikTok about like, try this new food or go to this restaurant, but just like the act of cooking, home cooking, not restaurants. I'm talking about home cooking. It's underrated, and it feels like a sacred act at times, but also sometimes it's just putting two pieces of bread together and calling it a night. A realization that I had recently is that when I get old and become a wrinkly old adorable lady, I want to become like a serious baker. Like, I'm giving you cookies like off the fly, like, and it looks like it just came out of a restaurant or a bakery. Like, I really can't wait for that moment and that patience that I currently do not have. I do not have that patience or that time, but when I do later in life, I definitely want to be a baker, and I can't wait. It's just like a precious act of baking something. I think that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate you being here. I'm really happy to continue doing this and trying to just like make this as effortless as possible, despite me being like kind of awkward in front of the camera. I also am just really weird about being perceived, but like, I don't know, exposure therapy, I guess. Exposure therapy for me, exposure therapy for you, because I'm crazy. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching this video. If I mentioned anything that you guys like, or if you have any recommendations for me, you can put it down in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.